When you walk into NPR headquarters, one of the first things you see is a big map of the country covered with little blue dots. Each dot represents a local public radio station. That's the NPR network. I'm Catherine Marr, CEO of NPR. With federal funding for public media eliminated, your network is under serious threat. Help us plan for the road ahead at donate.npr.org.
Hello and welcome to Car Talk from National Public Radio with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're broadcasting this week from the Murky Research Facility here at Car Talk Plaza. Now,
the lab itself.
The very lab itself, yes.
Yeah.
Now, Paul Murky passed this along to me this week. I think he was actually a little jealous that he didn't publish this first, but it's such groundbreaking research that he just couldn't withhold it from us. So,
I mean,
here it is.
It brings up issues that are deeper than we could possibly appreciate.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I mean, here it is. I mean, the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. The Lawrence Welk National Laboratory.
Bubbles. Thank you, Bobby and Marianne. No one tickles those ivories like a Norma Zimmer. That was great, Norma.
Is he still dead?
I think so.
Well, these guys out there in Berkeley,
now Bobby and Marianne would like to do a song for you from the gay 90s. Hit it to Bobby and Marianne.
Wait, we're talking research here. They do a study, and they study, of all things, duct tape.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. And they discover two things. Duct tape is magnificent.
Oh.
As we all know, I mean, my son's car is practically made of duct tape.
It is.
And except for one thing that you really shouldn't use it for, and that is taping ducts.
Ducts.
D-U-C-T-S.
Really?
That's the only thing it doesn't work. Of all the things they tested, that's the only thing it doesn't work on. And yet we, the poor, gullible, consuming public, have for centuries, perhaps, been led to believe
Since the Crusaders.
Of course. I mean, when you go back to the pyramids and you look at the heating system,
Duct tape.
And yet, the stuff doesn't work. Well, where did it get its name? It makes you wonder about some other stuff, doesn't it?
Was this government-funded research?
Of course. Of course it was. I'm just wondering if there are other products which bear names like duct tape. I can't think of any, of course. But we've been led to believe something about which probably isn't true.
Well, I'm sure the vast majority of Americans do not know from whence the name arose.
No.
Because no one has ever taped a duct. Except for
there's 5 or 6 guys in the
heating
country.
and ventilation people.
Yeah.
When was the last time you taped a duct?
I haven't. But all the ducks in my house.
How about a duck? You ever tape a duck?
I taped a goose once. No, but all the ducts in my house are taped with duct tape.
And they're obviously malfunctioning.
No, and what it says is, do you get very serious leakage? That's where half the heat of your house goes out through these little spaces down in the basement.
Well, I know the solution to that.
Live in the basement.
There you go. Never mind. If you want to talk to us, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Joanne.
Hi, Joanne.
Oh, is this Joanne, one word?
No E, one word.
No E?
No E.
Oh.
Wow, is your family too poor for an E?
No.
There are many ways to spell
Your Bosnian
Joanne.
extraction? I mean, they do suffer from...
No, but there's 2 vowels already. Maybe they used up the limit.
Maybe.
J-O-A.
The family limit.
Yeah.
Well,
Where are you from?
Joanne?
Where are you from?
Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philly.
Okay, we've got you triangularized here.
So what's going on?
I'm calling about my Dodge Grand Caravan.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is when I have my air conditioner on for just 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and I go to make a turn, depending on which way I turn the car.
Oh, this is good. This is going to be a beauty.
This is going to be good.
I can see it coming now. This is going to be one of those...
I'm going to stump you guys.
We're stumped already.
If I make a right-hand turn,
Yeah.
and my air conditioner's been on for about a half hour,
Yeah.
my feet get soaked.
Oh, piece of cake.
Oh, this
If
is easy.
I
I thought you were gonna-
left-hand turn,
Yeah.
the passenger's feet get
Yeah,
soaked.
boy,
Oh,
I
great.
thought you were going to tell us that the engine cut out and you were taking it to 17
Oh, the
different...
lights started flashing.
Oh,
Or
no, no.
aliens
nothing like
appeared before you.
Do you have a home air conditioner, like a window air conditioner?
that. At home, I do, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever stood outside while the thing was running?
No.
Do that sometime.
And you will understand all. All
It
will be
puts
clear
that-
to you, my child.
And it puts that much water out?
The way
Oh.
the way the thing conditions the air is by removing the moisture from it.
Well, one of the things it does.
One of the things it does, yeah. And
I mean, it drops the temperature, and as the temperature drops, the air, the water that's in the air condenses out. It turns
Okay.
into, from water vapor into liquid water.
and it gets
Alright.
collected in this vessel where the evaporator is located. And there's a little drain pipe, a little hose actually attached to this that's supposed to take this water and dump it out underneath the car.
Instead, it's dumping it on my feet.
Right.
Instead, it's dumping it on
And
your
it's dumping
feet.
it on your feet because the little drain is plugged up probably with a dead mouse. No, it could be plugged up with anything. I mean,
Or
decayed
worse.
leaves or lint or God knows, anything could be in there.
Oh, all
And
right.
once that thing gets plugged up, then the water can't escape the car and it sloshes around in there. You may even hear it sloshing on turns.
I do.
So you need to go and have your mechanic blow out your evaporator drain.
My evaporator drain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that'll do it.
That'll do it?
It'll take them 2 minutes.
Okay.
It'll take
Cost
2
you
minutes.
$50. Oh, it's a flat rate job.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes.
But that's it. And we want to thank you for having our first call of the day so simple.
Oh, well, it's been my pleasure.
Wow.
Thanks, Joanne.
Thanks a lot.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for calling. Bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, my name's Lisa. I'm from Seattle.
Hi, Lisa.
Is your last name Carr?
No, it's not actually.
Okay.
Good.
It's supposed to be. Is that a rule to be on the show?
Well, we used to have someone on our staff named Lisa Carr.
Wow, did you hire her just for that?
That's
particular
exactly, yeah.
Of course, we hired her for that very reason. What's up, Lisa?
reason? Well, my car is an '87 Honda Civic. It's like the most basic model you can get.
Yeah.
And for the last, 2 or 3 months, when I turn it on, it makes the most horrible, embarrassing squeak ever. And it goes away when I drive, when I take off, but it's very loud and very embarrassing.
Gee,
And-
what is this? Take it easy on the chumps day? I mean, every question we've had has been a gimme.
No, it's much
A
more complicated than you
no-brainer.
No, evidently this is more complicated
think.
than we
no,
think.
it totally is. Let me give you the long version.
Go ahead.
So I was out of the country for a year, and my dad was watching my car. And he had it all fixed up before I got home, took it to these the mechanics they've been going to forever, did a tune-up, changed all the belts, which I'm sure is what you think is the problem. And so then I just drive the car. About a month later, this starts. So I take it to get lubed and oiled, and I say, by the way, can you fix this squeak? I'm sure just the belt needs to be tightened, thinking that would be the end of my problem.
Yeah.
So he's like, well, the belt really wasn't that loose, but I tightened it, and really the squeak is there. The problem is that the pulley is glazed. And I'm thinking, why is he talking about donuts? I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So he's like, and I could fix it, but it would be really expensive, and you should probably just live with the squeak.
No, nay.
I know.
Nay.
Meanwhile, I have the cutest neighbor ever, and I am embarrassed to get in my car and start it in the morning with him out there.
Cutest, you said?
Yeah, he's very attractive, and I've yet to be able to talk to him.
This is
Lisa.
an ideal opportunity to meet him.
Lisa.
You jump out of the car and
You
you say,
throw the hood
"Oh
open."
my God, what's
and you
that?"
start crying. I can't take it anymore. I don't know what's wrong with my car.
It was my favorite cat. All right, let's get back to serious
I've been
business
unable
here.
to grasp it yet.
Yeah. So he says the pulley is glazed,
Yeah.
and he says, forget it.
No,
Yeah,
the
it's
pulley.
too expensive. I don't even know
The
what he
pulley
means.
isn't glazed.
You have a bare bone. You have no air conditioning or power steering.
I have air conditioning and power steering.
Oh, you have
do.
both of those.
Oh, so you don't have a bare bone Civic. You have, in fact, the
Well, it
luxury
feels-
model.
Oh, is it? God, I would hate to have the bare bone.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it's one of those belts, and the most likely candidate is the alternator, because when you first start the car, most people don't realize this, that rubber actually contracts as it heats up. So the belt it's loosest when it's cold.
Oh, okay.
So it's most likely to slip if it's loose, obviously, when the engine is first started, and it'll
Right.
and then after you've
Much
driven
louder
it
than that.
for a minute or so, or sometimes longer, the noise will go away. Sometimes you'll find that if you accelerate very quickly, rev the engine up very quickly, the noise will come back.
Right.
Well, here's what I think. I think this car, if I'm not mistaken, has a flat grooved belt for the alternator.
Okay.
The belts come in two varieties. There's the classic V belt, which if the belt is looked at in cross section, looks like a truncated V with the bottom kind of cut off.
And then there's the black belt.
And then there's the belt that you have on this car for the alternator, which is a flat belt which has a bunch of grooves in it.
Okay.
I think they either put the wrong belt on and are unable to tighten it up enough. And I know that because I've done that myself a few times, and it appears the belt is tight enough, but it isn't.
Okay.
Hence the story about the glazed grooves on the pulley.
Okay.
Because in order to replace this belt, he's going to take the other belts off. And he doesn't want to do it because it's a pain, and he's hoping that you'll go away.
Okay.
Like move to another city. Okay? But I think he's put the wrong belt on. The belt is too long. He needs to take it off and put a shorter belt on, which he can then tension correctly.
I need a new belt.
Yeah, you need the correct alternator belt,
Okay.
and that'll fix it.
need
And you need a date
I need a date.
with the guy
with my
across the
neighbor.
street.
Yeah.
What's his name?
You know, I don't even know that yet.
Lisa, you mean you haven't gone and snooped in his mailbox?
No. Hey, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Lisa.
I know. It's been
Oh,
a
right. I got it. When you snoop, take one of the letters.
That's excellent. Isn't that against the law?
Yes, it is, but
No,
all's
it's,
fair.
It's not against the law if you're doing it for a good purpose.
For my
And
neighbor.
then you ring his bell. Oh, you don't even have to do that. You just go there, you take the letter, and you ring the bell. You don't
Like
even
they
take
tried
it
to
home.
deliver it
And
to
you
my
say,
house.
hi, Dawn.
Hi, are you Dawn so-and-so? This came to my house. I guess it's yours.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
Because my name isn't Dawn. It's Lisa, and I live right next door. And ain't you a hunk?
And you can say, I used to have a boyfriend named Dawn, but we're no longer together.
Well,
Right,
and I
right,
don't.
we just broke
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. We just broke up a few months ago.
Yeah.
I think it's better than the belt advice.
I think so,
I
too.
think so, too.
Okay.
This way you don't have to cry.
Yeah, trying to be bad.
But you'll probably get arrested for tampering with the U.S. mail, but it'll be worth it. See you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks for calling. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, look, it's time to take a short break.
This is where we allow our stations to identify themselves.
No, this is where we allow our stations to check the programming menu again and see if there's anything better they can put on in this slot. We'll be back in a minute.
This message comes from Wise, the app for doing things in other currencies. With Wise, you can send, spend, or receive money across borders, all at a fair exchange rate. No markups or hidden fees. Join millions of customers and visit wise.com. T's and C's apply.
This message comes from Scholastic, presenting the new novel Snoop, written by the #1 New York Times bestselling author of Restart, Gordon Corman. Snoop is the gripping story of one boy's curiosity that threatens to reveal a town's deepest secrets. This book is available now wherever books are sold. Snoop, written by Gordon Corman.
Hi, it's Catherine Marr, CEO of NPR. Federal funding for public media has been eliminated. That means that the NPR network is moving forward in an uncharted future. But our commitment to you will never waver. Please give today to support the kind of journalism that democracy relies upon. Make your gift at donate.npr.org. Thank you.
This summer on Planet Money Summer School, we're learning about political economy. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of what government does with things like trade, taxes, immigration, and healthcare.
So politics and economics, which are taught separately, they shouldn't be separated at all. I think you have to understand one to really appreciate the other.
So what is the right amount of government in our lives? Tune into Planet Money Summer School from NPR, wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappet Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and the Puzzler preseason. This was a brilliant idea. I stole this from the NFL. Why jump right in with the fall Puzzler season? Why not work up to it with a Puzzler preseason?
Yeah.
In fact, the pregame show is on ESPN right now. You know what ESPN stands for?
Yeah, embark on some puzzlers, Nitwit.
Well, we'll have the first puzzler of the 1998 preseason later on in today's show. In the meantime, we'll take your calls at 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hike. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Charlie from Berea, Kentucky.
Hi, Charlie.
Berea.
Berea. How do you spell that?
B-U-R-I-A?
Berea.
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 Unless you're mowing yards around here.
Yeah, like
then
Yogi
you're looking
Berra
for work.
played for the Yankees.
Yeah.
Hit all those home runs in the World Series. We know him.
Yeah, right.
So what's up, Charlie?
Well, I've got a 1991 Ford Explorer.
Mm-hmm.
It's only got 72,000 miles on it. A couple of weeks ago, Teresa and I drove across the mountains to Asheville. Teresa's a potter, and we needed to get a ton of clay for her. So
Literally a ton of clay.
Literally a ton of clay. So I drove to Asheville, pulling a trailer, loaded up the ton of clay.
Yeah.
So driving up out of Asheville, long grade, just as the sun is setting, which is in my face, I look into the rearview mirror and discover I'm spewing great clouds of something.
White smoke?
White smoke. So I said, head gasket. Check the gauges. The gauges are good. Pull over, ascertain that I am losing transmission fluid.
And the transmission fluid was down pretty low, or you could actually see it leaking out of
There was
somewhere?
none on the dipstick.
None?
None.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I bought 3 quarts of transmission fluid and drove 100 miles, put another quart of transmission fluid in.
And during all this driving, what was the smoke situation?
None.
None.
So 2 weeks later, I have not burned any or lost any transmission fluid. What's going on?
Well, when you said you were burning it, I mean, it wasn't
Well,
coming...
no, it wasn't burning. I've never gotten a smell of burning. It just lost it.
Yeah, you have a transmission cooler line leaking. That's what you have. I don't think... I mean, your transmission isn't burning the stuff up. But you have a transmission cooler, and there are a couple of lines that go to it.
That's in front
hydraulic...
of the radiator, right?
Yeah, hydraulic lines, and I bet you one or more of those is leaking just enough to account for the loss.
Yeah, and now account for this white smoke.
White smoke was a red herring. The white smoke is the blown head gasket that you don't know you have yet. That's what the white smoke is, Charlie.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. No, I don't think so. I'm not worried about the white smoke.
Did I just overheat the transmission?
No, I don't believe you overheated. I'm telling you, you got a cooler line that's leaking, and what's happened is it's obviously going to leak worse when you're traveling at sustained high engine revs. And driving around town, it's not leaking very much, and that's why you haven't added anything lately.
And my brother's theory is that the smoke had nothing whatever to do with it. But I mean, I would have to say that it hadn't. I agree with my brother.
I think it's just as likely that you ran over a bottle of talcum powder. That another unfortunate motorist had lost by the side of the road. I think that's what happened.
I do agree with my brother that I don't think the white smoke had anything to do with the transmission.
Unless it's a blown head gasket.
Right. But that's not the transmission. Because it's impossible, from all my vast knowledge of transmissions and engines and tailpipes, that the three aren't connected in a way that could cause white smoke to blow out the tailpipe.
Well, here's the only
here's
other...
one. Here's one.
Here's one.
A transmission fluid leak on a hot exhaust
Exactly.
system.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yes.
That you got transmission fluid on the exhaust system somewhere, and that white smoke naturally came out the back because as you're going forward, you're leaving stuff where? Behind you.
You got it.
And you left the white smoke behind you, and that would be the only logical explanation. I'm sticking with the cooler line. Have your guy...
I like the cooler line.
Have your transmission... Have your shop check the transmission cooler lines, and I bet you they find a leak.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Good luck, Charlie.
Thanks.
He doesn't believe a word we say. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn.
Calling from Boulder, Colorado.
Is that with an I-N-E or a Y-N?
YN.
I had Y-N.
Y-N. From Boulder?
From Boulder.
Yeah. So what's up, Carolyn?
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to start by saying I love my husband. He is a wonderful guy.
But he's a
Great
dope, huh?
guy.
He's a dope, huh?
No.
Well, I mean, it's nice that you
You
started
gave away
off
his table saw.
Okay. No.
his Corvette.
Okay. No. Now he listens to you guys. So I'm not, setting you up, but you should side with me, of course.
Okay.
Here's what he does. We have an automatic. We're driving down the road. We're in the city.
Comes to a stoplight and throws it in neutral.
Throws it into second. Downshift.
Second.
I'm like, it's an automatic. You're not supposed to downshift an automatic.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's wrecking the car.
So, Carolyn, what's it to you?
Well, first of all, because I have to pay half the car payment.
Well, it's annoying, right?
That, and it's like a man thing. They got to, they're there every minute. We don't have a standard. Keep your hands, on the wheel.
Well, what he really longs for is a stick shift.
Correct.
Either you got to buy a stick shift or get off his case.
But he's not hurting anything.
Oh, come on.
No, what's going to hurt?
Come on, what? What do you want us to say?
Because doesn't the engine automatically downshift? So when he does that, he's ruining it.
No, he's not ruining anything. He's just doing what the transmission is going to do anyway.
It's going to do it, but he's doing it first.
Preemptively.
And that's fine.
Or maybe it's already in second by the time he downshifts into second.
And in which case, he's really doing nothing. He just thinks he is, and that's good enough.
The only danger of doing this, and I've done this in the past, not that I downshift coming to lights, but I
throw it in reverse.
That when you upshift into drive, that you go into reverse or some such thing. Or worse than that, you forget that you've downshifted into second. And I found myself on the highway driving at 55 miles an hour.
And 8,000 RPM.
Driving in second gear. And I would like to apologize to the Chrysler Corporation for the vehicle that I test drove
that day.
But what are you paying extra for in an automatic? So that the engine does this itself, right?
Well, that's all true.
It is absolutely unnecessary, and it is. We can tell from the tone of your voice that this ticks you off, but it is not injurious to the engine or the transmission.
Okay, I can't believe it. Really.
I know, and I'm sure you're going to call some other show.
The automatic, it's going to second.
Call Michael Feldman. He'll probably tell you something different. Call what do you know?
Call Ray Suarez. He knows everything.
Oh, that's it. Call Ray Suarez.
The solution is for him to get a standard.
And let him get a stick shift next time.
Well, you know what you can do? You should buy one of those Chryslers. What do they call it?
Oh, yes.
Tip shift.
Auto stick.
Auto stick. That's it. And other cars have this as well, like
Porsche. Right.
And what it is, it's an automatic transmission, but if you want to, you can shift up and shift down.
That's exactly what he needs.
And that's just what he needs. That way, when he drives, I mean, this is really cute. I mean, you put it in drive.
Right.
And you go along. But then if you tap the shifter one way, it'll go up a gear. If you tap it the other way, it'll go down a gear. You tap it twice, it goes down 2 gears. So you can play around with this thing all day.
This is just for you.
Why does he have to play around with it anyways?
Because it's a guy thing.
Guys like to play around with it. I mean, what do you want? I don't tell you anything more than that.
It's a guy thing. Because if you don't, you have to feel useful. I mean, men have become so emasculated. We have nothing left to show how good we are at anything. Get in the car. In the old days, at least you had to double clutch and shift, and it was hard. And
there was
no power steering.
Yeah, we used to be required to take out the trash. Now we have a trash compactor. I mean, everything's been taken away from us.
Everything's taken away.
Well, he used to play with the overdrive button. He'd overdrive button on, overdrive button off. Every time we get on the highway.
Yeah.
Every time we go in the mountains, overdrive button on, overdrive button off.
Well,
and
he was right to do that. He was
in the
right.
mountains.
Oh, that's good.
Especially in the mountains, you have to play around with the overdrive button. You women don't understand diddly, do you?
Whoa, Tommy going to be sleeping in the garage another month. Before my brother gets in deeper trouble, we'll say goodbye, Carolyn.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks for your call. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back with more calls and the new puzzler after these messages.
grab a snack, make the bed, check your mail, or catch up on the latest news with the NPR News Now podcast. Listen in the time it takes you to do any of those other activities or while doing them. We bring you the stories you need to know in just 5 minutes every hour of every day. Listen now to the NPR News Now podcast.
At Planet Money, we know that economic jargon can sometimes feel like speaking another language.
Yeah, like arbitrage, alpha, autarky.
That's just what's in the news these days. There's also absolute advantage, aggregate demand,
aggregate supply, and this is just the A's.
Oh, animal spirits.
That's a pretty good one. Planet Money from NPR. We help you translate the economy so you can understand the world, wherever you get your podcasts.
As AI permeates every aspect of our lives, who are the people behind this huge inflection point? What keeps them up at night?
I fear that what it means to be human may suddenly not be our own.
We've got a special series from NPR's TED Radio Hour. It's called The Prophets of Technology. What they got right, wrong, and where these pioneers think we're headed next. Listen to the TED Radio Hour wherever you get your podcasts.
With a major shift in our politics underway in this country, 1A is drilling down on what's at stake for you and our democracy. In our weekly series, If You Can Keep It, we put these changes into focus and answer your questions about the impact of the Trump administration on the U.S. Join us every Monday for If You Can Keep It on the 1A podcast from NPR and WAMU.
We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss cars, car repair, and the new puzzler.
How long has it been on?
Well, you know,
if you think you know the answer.
Yeah, the address is Puzzler Tower, Carson Plaza. Well, that was a good one, wasn't it?
What are your bets?
Historic. What, you missed it? Well, you'll have to tune in next week for the answer.
In short.
Well, you know, I had all summer to work on this one puzzler. I mean, when the puzzle went on vacation, the idea was that it would begin with its hiatus. They're working on the new puzzler for the fall preseason.
It's the whole idea.
It's the whole idea. And I had hoped it would have been better than this, but this is as good as it gets, evidently. And if this is as good as it gets, imagine what next week's puzzle is.
But don't forget, this is a preseason.
Preseason, so the scrubs are in there.
The scrubs are in there. Just it's a throwaway.
All right, here it is.
You just throw it away.
It's historic, folkloric, and probably mostly made up, but it has some merit, I think, anyway. It was a dark and stormy night.
Is Mike Barnacle involved? No.
Well, I think he wrote the story, actually. It was a dark and stormy night. The location is a secret airfield somewhere in England during World War II.
Yeah.
The RAF had summoned one of England's most noted mathematicians to help them solve a problem. He remained nameless because I don't know his name.
He may not have had one.
He may not. This may be completely bogus. They were having a problem because they were attempting to bomb Germany. And because of German anti-aircraft fire based on the ground, the English were suffering tremendous losses and their planes would get shot down.
Mm-hmm.
And the RAF realized that they had to do something. They certainly had to do something to diminish their losses. And they summoned this mathematician to help them. Now, clearly, they could put armor plating on the bottoms of the fuselages and the wings, and that would solve the problem.
Except the planes wouldn't fly.
There were a few problems
they would become cars.
Were resulted from this. Number one,
wide
they would have
cars.
to be ground-based planes. Number two, their range would be severely diminished.
Yeah.
Their ability to carry cargo, i.e. bombs, would be diminished.
Yeah.
Their range would be diminished. So they summon this mathematician, and he crawls around underneath the planes and looks at where the bullet holes are. I mean, there are bullet holes all over the place on these planes, in the wings, in the fuselage, and seemingly distributed randomly on the undersides of these planes.
Mm-hmm.
He studies them, perhaps hundreds of planes, and then he makes his recommendation. The question very simply is, what armor plating, if any, did he recommend putting on these planes, and why? You got the picture?
How would we know?
That's the question. How would you know? I've given you scant few facts. But
yeah, okay. I like it.
So you got the facts.
Historic, folkloric, challenging.
Yes.
What are the other categories?
Complete
and a dark and stormy night.
A dark and stormy night.
Yeah.
So here he is lying under these planes, looking at their underbellies.
And finally he says,
and making sketches.
Yeah.
Taking photographs.
Yeah.
Studies hundreds of planes that have returned from these missions.
Yeah.
Riddled with bullet holes.
Yeah.
And he says,
I've got it.
I know what to do.
Yeah.
So if you think you know the answer, write it on the back of a $20 bill. We haven't done that for a while.
No.
I mean, our 401ks are really.
Yeah. I think we should have to reinstitute that policy.
We have to reinstitute.
If you would like to enter the puzzler contest, write your answer on the back of a $20 bill.
And send it to us at Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge.
Our fair city.
Matt 02238. Or you can email us your answer from...
If you have a credit card.
From the Car Talk section of cars.com. If you'd like to call us, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, it's Gary from Colorado Springs.
Gary.
How you guys doing?
Colorado Springs. Yeah. How are you, Gary?
I'm doing okay.
Great.
Thank you. I'm looking for you guys to calm some fears.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain.
Well, we're usually good at the opposite, inciting riots. But we'll do our best.
Well, thank you. I have a 95 Jeep Wrangler, and I needed tires. And so I went to a local reputable tire store.
That may not be possible.
You're probably right.
It may not be possible to put all those words together in a row.
Wait till you hear...
I can hardly...
The tale of woes and/or intrigue?
Really?
Okay.
Anyway, so I get this call. I drop it off in the morning. I get this call in the afternoon that my car is ready. And I say, great, I'll be right down. It's just down the street from my office, and I'll be right down there to pick it up. They said, well, we had a slight mishap.
Oh.
And I said, oh, okay. And they said, well, we tore the passenger side mirror off.
Oh, that's when it fell off the lift. It hit the arm of the lift on the way down.
Close.
Close.
Anyway, so I said, so how'd that happen? They said, well, it fell off the lift.
Really?
And I said, I'm thinking to myself, well, 2-foot lift, not a big deal. I'm sure they'll fix it, reputable, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
And they said, well, it fell from 6 foot on its nose.
Really?
Yeah, these are pretty rugged, though, these Wranglers. You can you can drive these into, tall grass and not injure them.
Well, that's what they said. They said, it's designed to take a fall like that.
Yeah.
And so I went down there to look at it. And what had happened was it had fallen on and apparently hit the front leaf spring mounts.
Okay, the spring
shackles. Matter of fact, I was picking concrete out of those mounts.
Yeah.
Really?
As I was looking at it. And it had some body damage, and in fact, the mirror was hanging off it.
I'm trying to understand how this happened.
It slid off the lift.
Well,
the front end of it did?
Yeah.
Yes, it fell off nose first.
Nose first?
Now, I didn't see it happen.
No.
And I can't imagine why they would have it up at 6 foot off the ground.
Oh, because somebody was underneath.
Because that makes it harder to, hang tires, right?
Yeah. It sure does, but if you're stupid, that's the place you put it.
Well, so I went ahead and drove it, and it seemed to drive okay, and then I put it into four-wheel drive, and it ground pretty good for a couple of seconds, and then it seemed to be fine.
Yeah.
And I said, well, maybe, can I have your insurance number? And they said, well, we don't work that way. We're self-insured, and we'll take it to our shop. My shop was very fast to point out that there was about 18 inches back from the front edge of both fenders and the hood, there was a crease all the way across the front of the hood, front of the car. And my guys said, well, we're not sure, but this ain't right. And their shop said, oh, there's absolutely no possible frame damage. And the reason that I'm calling is because I've started to hear a number of rattles that I've never had before. This happened about 5 months ago, actually.
Oh. And you've let it go this long, huh?
And I'm just wondering, what else could I possibly be looking at down the road that dropping this poor thing?
Let me put your mind at ease,
Yeah.
Gary.
Uh-oh.
Let me put your mind at ease.
I don't think
they wrecked your car. If you were agonizing over this, I think you don't drop a vehicle from 6 feet.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and they're not designed to be dropped from 6 feet.
Well, that's kind of what
It's designed to go over bumps and, smack into an occasional tree stump. Not without repercussions, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But 6 feet is pretty serious.
Yeah.
And understandably, it ain't moving very fast when it starts to fall. But by the time it hits, if you were picking pieces of concrete out of those front spring shackles, it was moving.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
And I think you should call the police or some such agency. And you should have done it right at the outset.
I did talk to my insurance company.
Did they look at the vehicle?
My insurance company, what they did was they said that they would have taken care of it all for me, but as long as this company was moving forward.
Yeah, they weaseled out of it. Here's what you should have done.
Well, but
the next time this happens, you should have had, or for anyone else to whom this happens, you should have had your insurance guy look at it. You should have then taken it to the Jeep dealership.
Uh-huh.
You should have had the Jeep dealership fix it and put a claim into your insurance company, just like you had dropped it off the lift.
And let them
sue these bozos at Vinny's tire shop. But you want the Jeep dealer to fix it, not Vinny's brother-in-law.
Right. Well, that's why.
And the Jeep dealer might have said, this thing is totaled.
Well, I thought about that, and what I was really afraid of is that I could have gotten this thing perhaps totaled, and I would have ended up getting a replacement, which really isn't replacement. It's a Jeep that I wouldn't have known any of the history on.
Which might have been an improvement over this.
You know the history of this one.
Yeah, well,
let me see. I changed the oil every 3,000 miles, changed the transmission fluid every 12,000 miles, dropped off the lift at 75,000 miles.
Yeah, and I just realized how stupid that sounded.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, the answer is that it's very unlikely that there wasn't a lot of damage done to who knows what.
I would take it to the Jeep dealer.
Also?
I would, just to be on the safe side and get their written recommendation.
Okay. Now, yeah.
And it may not be too late to do something. If they really find something wrong, which they could easily trace to the thing having fallen off the lift, then it won't be too late to sue these guys. Well, good luck, Gary.
All righty. Well, I knew you guys were going to say tell me the bad news. I just needed you guys to confirm it, I guess.
Yeah, did we rub it in enough?
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Okay, cool.
I'm feeling very good about the fact that you rubbed it in.
Oh,
all right.
Good.
Thank you,
Call
guys.
again.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Jeez. Oh, my God. Well, you've wasted an otherwise perfectly good hour listening to Car Talk. Our esteemed producer is Doug, not a slave to fashion Berman. Our associate producer and dean of the College of Automusicology is Ken Ed Grimley Rogers. Our assistant producer is Catherine Imelda Ray Marcos. And our engineer is Dennis Foley, assisted today by Jonathan Career Killer Marston. Our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor is John S. Lawler. Our public opinion pollster is Paul Murky of Murky Research, assisted by statistician Marge Novera. Our customer care representative is Haywood Jabuzoff, assisted by Kurt Reply. Our director of catering is Russell Upsomgrub, and our telephone solicitation response specialist is Teresa Nobodium. Teresa.
There is a nobody home.
Our staff gossip columnist is Bud Inskeep. Peekaboo Street directs our intensive care unit, which is known as the Peekaboo ICU. Our director of moral support is You Demand, assisted by You Go Girl. Our sexual harassment counselor is Pat McCann, and our Leo Tolstoy biographer is Warren Peace, author of Leo Tolstoy by Warren Peace. Our chief counsel from the law firm of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe is Hugh Lewis Dewey, known to the cab drivers in Harvard Square as Huey Louie Dewey. Thanks so much for listening. We're Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers. Don't drive like my brother.
Don't drive like my brother.
We'll be back next week. Bye-bye.
And now here is Car Talk Plaza's entertainment critic, Mr. Vinny Gumbaz.
All right, today I'm recommending a copy of this week's Car Talk show, which is number 36. dramatic twist on the age-old call-in genre, actor with impeccable panache by two of the all-time masters.
Wait a second, Ben. Don't you think that's a little self-serving?
Hey, who's doing the reviews here? You or me? Now, if you want this week's fine show or any other Card Talk stuff, just call our Shameless Commerce Division at 1-888-CARD-JUNK. That's 888-CARD-JUNK. You got that?
Yeah, thanks, Ben.
Now, did you read Ulysses like I told you to? Car Talk is a production of Dewey, Cheatham & Howe and WBUR in Boston.
And even though Janet Reno has to defend us against contempt charges every time we say it, this is NPR, National Public Radio.
This week on Consider This, tariffs are starting to fuel inflation. We track how higher costs are winding their way through the supply chain and where you could see them. And air traffic controllers say a Trump administration push to modernize their equipment won't fix deeper problems. Hear why on Consider This. Listen on the NPR app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey everybody, it's Ian from How to Do Everything. On our show, we attempt to answer your how-to questions. We don't know how to do anything, so we call experts. Last season, both Tom Hanks and Martha Stewart stopped by to help. Our next season is launching in just a few months, so get us your questions now by emailing howto@npr.org or calling 1-800-424-2935.
Support for NPR and the following message come from Jarl and Pamela Mohn, thanking the people who make public radio great every day and also those who listen.